Well. UFC 217 is officially done. And oh my goodness. Craziness. Absolute fucking craziness in those last three fights. I don't know if there was any people out there predicting three new champions. I certainly wasn't. I had all the champions keeping their belt. I don't know if there was any people out there predicting, but absolutely crazy. I mean, yeah, the fights were absolutely nuts. It was a really good card from the start. Some weirdness going on with the heavyweight fights. Joanna Champion got starched. Did not see that coming. Unbelievable finish. 2 knockdowns in the first round, put her down there. And Joanna Champion tapping out to strikes. Remember what you said about TJ? 20 seconds, Cody was taking him out. You seen the way TJ went back to his stool at the end of round one. He was hobbling around everywhere. But then he came out, landed a big head kick, and changed the fight from there, and then hit him with a beautiful right hook. I think it was that put him down, and unbelievable. I cannot believe GSP has come back and did that to Michael Bisping. And to be honest with you, I know he was starting to gas, but he looked really good. Really good. But it's interesting to see if he stays around, because I really don't think he'll want any part of Robert Whittaker. Yeah. GSP, actually, I just can't believe how easy he made it look. 4 years out to come back and go up a division and win a belt is incredible. He's going to go down as maybe the best UFC champion we've ever had, possibly. Crazy. Really incredible night. I mean, starting off down in the first fight of the night with Damon Zahabi against Ricardo Ramos, and that ended with a crazy spinning back fist. Crazy spinning back elbow, I should say. He tried to throw one in round 3 and threw another one and clean clocked Damon Zahabi out. And I think he was on his way to actually losing that fight as well. So to come round with a big knockout like that is pretty incredible. And then we were moving on to the Curtis Blades fight, which was Curtis Blades was dominant. He was dominant. He was the harder hitter. He had the takedowns. He was just a better athlete, like I thought he would be. And eventually got the fight down. He put him down, but then he nearly got disqualified for throwing a kick while Olenek was on the ground, and just nearly kicked the head off him, but flicked his ear, won the fight via TKO stoppage. Then we're moving on to prelims. Randy Brown against Mickey Gall. I had no qualms in saying I thought Randy Brown was the better fighter beforehand. I still think he is, but he's not that good. It's the only bet that I hit tonight. The 3 bets that I had, I lost on Cody, I lost on Bisping, and I won on Randy Brown. So who would have thought? Still, I'm going to fade him in his next fights. He's not a good fighter, but he clearly won rounds 1 and 3. Mickey Gall is a gamer. I do think he has potential going forward if he works hard on his all-around game. And Randy Brown comes through for me. Still can't believe he was a plus 100 dog in this. So, yeah. And moving on, we had Ovens and Prue against Corey Anderson. Corey was winning that fight. Eats a massive head kick. Gets put down. Corey Anderson would be a probably half-decent fighter if he had an semblance of a chin at all, but he doesn't, and he got hit with a massive shot, got put down. the whole Mark Godbeer thing. Walt Harris was a kick in the balls as well. Walt Harris was clearly dominating that fight, and then kicks him in the balls and knees him in the balls, and then doesn't listen to the ref when he's throwing that strike, and gets DQ'd. James Vick was a guy I thought could beat Joseph Duffy. Turned out he did. Looked incredible in that second round once Joe Duffy started to slow down, which he definitely did. Because Duffy clearly won round one. So Vick's going to get himself in the top 15 in that division. Paulo Costa just pretty much destroyed Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks is just a ghost of his former self. Wonderboy did what I thought Wonderboy would do and made it look fairly easy and convincing. He looked a lot better than what he did from the Woodley fight. And then it's just the title fights. It's just absolutely batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. TJ pound for pound #1. TJ is not even in the top 5 pound for pound. Never. There's guys. Demetrius Johnson ahead of him, and Demetrius Johnson is going to beat TJ. DJ will beat him. But crazy. It's come up to 5:15. I'm probably going to get about 3 hours sleep. I have a long drive down home. I'm on vacation for a couple of weeks. I'm having problems putting my YouTube video up for Pori Pet's YouTube. I've been a little bit iffy with me. It's for some reason right now, so I'm hoping to get that out for you. I'm Shadow Dawn. I'm feeling good, man. It's a sport. It's crazy sport. When you think that something's going to go the way it goes, and then it completely goes the other way. It's crazy. I love these MSG cards. I tweeted out on obviously on Twitter that they need to go to MSG more often. I'll maybe just keep it to once a year, because every time they go there, it's a magical card. It's historic, and crazy stuff goes down. So I thought when Rose put Joanna down, I thought it might be one of these nights where something crazy happened, and it's turned out to be that. Yeah, it was just unbelievable. Unbelievable, it really is. Cody Garbrandt, as I said, I think if he had 20, 30 seconds more than that first round, he stops TJ. But props to TJ. I do think he uses a lot of wasted motion in there, and I think these two will fight again. I actually think they could fight 2 or 3 more times, like at least a trilogy, and that would be pretty interesting. And I can see them switching losses and wins. But that puts Dominic Cruz back in the picture. He's beat TJ. Jimmy Rivera's right in line there if he beats Dominic Cruz. So yeah, it's a crazy sport. I was doing really well on DraftKings until the last 3 fights, and I did have some GSP, TJ. I had one Rose lineup. I was doing really good. I think I entered about $120, $135. But 35 of that was tickets that I won the week before. So I was going to go heavier, but I didn't. I missed out on the $8 tournament late last night due to work. So never put as many in as I was going to. So that's probably a blessing in disguise. So I'll probably end up losing quite a bit more. But yeah, Joanna and Jacek, I think they'll rematch. I really do. I think Joanna and Rose will definitely rematch. I've just got that feeling it's going to happen. But we'll wait and see. Andrade is next in line. Kovalkiewicz has already beaten Namajunas, so there's fights to make there in that division. It freshens it up a little bit. But interesting to see what they do with Joanna. I'll just say that Cody fight. It's a tough one to take. It's literally the only fight I put my head in my hands when that happened, and I was gutted with that. When Joanna, I'm a fan of Joanna, but I'm a huge fan of Cody Garbrandt. Really nice guy, and I met him a few times, and he's always been great with me. So tough one to take, but as I say, this night, this sport is crazy, and it really just emphasizes why I think it's probably the best sport in the world, because anything can happen at any time. So yeah, awesome card. So I'm looking forward to the rest of 2017 and seeing where some of these fights go. There's some great fights. I'm looking forward to the Holloway fight, Khabib and Barboza, obviously. But what were your guys' favourite performance of the night? What was your favourite moment of the night, I should say? Because I must admit, even though I'm a Cody fan, I thought the TJ knockout was coming back after getting that first round, taking that big shot and dropping Cody a couple of times was pretty nuts in all honesty. So yeah. Cody was a second away from winning that. He was. He definitely was. But that's where sometimes it goes down. It works for you, like the James Vick fight where he got it with a second to go. And yeah, it's just I honestly cannot believe all three titles change hand, and GSP has come back and solidified himself as one of the all-time greats if he wasn't already by going and winning another belt up a division. Got a good matchup in all honesty against Bisping, but he had to perform and he looked decent doing that. The only worry was obviously the cardio. If that went into 4 and 5, how would he look? I still think he would have got takedowns, but it's pretty awesome. I actually had a friend say he thought Joanna was going to lose, and he thought Bisping was going to lose as well. So I have to eat some crow this week. I'm with you as well. But that's what it is. I just like making picks. It is what it is. The betting wise, I'm not the best bet in the world, I must admit, and I've tailed that off for the rest of the year. The rest of this year, I'm not going to be betting as big as what I do. Yeah, this is why I like sometimes if you were, it's crazy. I'm thinking about it now. If you were to come on here and pick Rose Namajunas, TJ Dillashaw, and GSP to all win the title there, you would have got abused so much on YouTube. You would have been called this, you would have been called that. I picked Michael Bisping, and I was getting abused. I was a fucking moron. I was a bum. I was this. I was that. And I take some of that. That's fine. I don't mind. I like to have a good conversation about it, but don't come on being like you're a moron, you're this, you're that. But I'm the first guy to go to those guys if they do win. Like there was a guy on there, I can't remember what his name was. He says I'm going to look like a moron because GSP's going to win, and I come back and say, well, you're going to look like an even bigger moron if Michael Bisping beats him. But as soon as that fight finished, I come on here, I went and found him and says, look, I was a big fucking moron. Good pick, da da da. We need more people. We need more people making like these videos. I think it's just fun, and sometimes you look like a genius when you get them right. I mean, people will call me a genius when I hit the Misha Tate round 5 sub. It happens every now and again. It doesn't happen, but it happens. But yeah, GSP fans are like religious fanatics. It's just what it is. People are fans. Like I'm kind of like that with a few fighters as well. Diego Sanchez, I'm kind of like that with a little bit. But I kind of learned my lesson many years ago by doing that. Like the same with the Cody thing. Like I said, I'm a massive fan, but sometimes you've just got to realize that these fights are unpredictable and there's nothing ever certain. That's why people ask me for my confident picks. And I think they're confident, but they turn out not to be because this fight's just fucking crazy. So Whittaker GSP will be awesome. I don't think GSP wants Robert Whittaker. I really don't. I think Robert Whittaker's just a brute of a guy. He's smaller, so GSP could possibly get him down, but Jacare couldn't do it. Joel Romero couldn't do it. Or not for long, they couldn't. So yeah. Woodley, I think he could possibly. Well, maybe Woodley. I'm not sure. It's odd because I think Woodley could be a letdown spot, but yeah, pretty incredible, unbelievable night. 25 notifications. Oh, Twitter's blown up. No abuse on there, which is nice. Add the 3 champs and Vic, £10 return 816. That's crazy, Sean. Did you cash that? That's awesome. Yeah. I hope they do Robert Whittaker against GSP. I think it'd be a decent fight. But I think they need to put it on. They'll definitely not go to Australia with a fight like that. Well, at least I don't think they will. Even though they are scheduled to go back, I think you have to try and go back to Canada. 6 months, maybe April. Go back up to Montreal and sell that out with GSP. Take the opportunity while you can. Get a big gate in there. Get pay-per-view numbers. So yeah. Best fight card of the year it was. When you have those 3 title fights and you don't expect that and shit goes off like that, these cards just turn out to be awesome. So, what was the last upset that was this big? Probably Holly Holm. Holly Holm probably against Ronda Rousey. Off the top of my head, there might be something else that somebody might bring up here, but TG and Mighty Mouse. I like Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is legit. So yeah, but it's a great fight. It's whether Demetrius wants it. Is TJ going to be allowed to fight Mighty Mouse? We need to wait and see because, I mean, DJ, if he wanted to, could do it, but TJ maybe not so much. Rose Namajunas defeated Joanna and Jacek. That's crazy. I'm watching the post-fight show here, and they're talking about it. Crazy night. Just thought I've never did this before, but I thought I'd just jump on while it's fresh in the mind and talk a little bit about the fights and see what you guys are up to and see what you thought about the fight. So most people lost money. Yeah, a lot of people lost money. Out of my 3 bets of Randy Brown, Michael Bisping, and Cody Garbrandt, I never thought that Randy Brown out of 3 of them would actually be the one that cashed for me. So yeah. No, I made no bet on Joanna. I was going to parlay big Joanna with Max Holloway, but the odds I couldn't in the UK. I just couldn't find the odds really for both on the same, like, whatever it was. I think one had it, but another company didn't have it. They didn't have it, so that's what it is. So I missed out. I actually saved money, so I got lucky there. Yeah, JJ. Thing is, that wasn't really a big shot. The one that put her down wasn't really a big shot. At least it shouldn't be in the women's division, especially with Rose, because she's never really did that before. So to get hit like that and go down like that, not once but twice, but she did do that. Like, she went down in the Gadelia fight, I remember, as well, to a jab. So maybe she's a little bit chinny. So yeah. See, if I could have got Joanna at -3, I might have parlayed that up. But I couldn't even get that. It was like 500, 550, I think it was, when I first seen it. She deserves an instant rematch. I think they're going to do an instant rematch. I really do. I think it might be, I don't know whether it's the right thing to do, but she's did a lot for that division, in all honesty. It's really a kind of nothing division. She was a star in that division without a doubt. So yeah. So we're on to Pori Pettis next week. As I say, a really solid card. As I say, apologies for not having out. I was supposed to get it Thursday. YouTube's been like really, I don't know why. I think they were saying that I'm getting complaints or something, which I don't know about, and they're saying that I'm breaking some rules or some crap like that. So I've tried to upload it to two times now, and it's just not letting me do it. So yeah, I'll get that out as soon as I can. I'll maybe have to take my computer home with me and get it to go back, upload it back home, because I don't know what's going on with them. So I wanted to get it out, get it done, and just relax for a few, like the week that I'm home. So, but I'll get it out eventually for you guys. Just keep an eye out. Who else would face Rose other than JJ? Carolina, because Carolina's beat Rose and she's won her last fight. I know it was Jodie Esquibel, but she's won a fight in that division. Andrade is obviously, so the two is Carolina and Andrade. Two ones there. Thing is, she never really took much damage. Rose took very little damage in her fight, so it might be a fight we see in early 2018. I don't think it was a split decision. I thought it was a lot easier than that, if I remember. It was a split decision, but I thought it was quite dominant for Carolina. Thinking about that, but I could be wrong. I watched the fight, but I've kind of forgot all about it now. So Van Zandt is fighting. See, there was talk about that on Twitter, and she's trying to say that, but they've had the MMA media guys have asked the UFC, and it says that's not true. So I don't understand why she's coming out saying shit like that. I know she's got a fight lined up. I know she's got a fight contract signed, and she's going to be fighting someone who I've heard that she's fighting, which I'm not going to say because the person that told me when he tells me these fights, I keep very, very quiet. But yeah, she is fighting soon. She's not going to be fighting for the belt though. Can't wait for the future champ Ngannou. That's a fight I'm looking forward to next month. I think he's going to knock Alistair Overeem out, but we'll see. Big step up for him. Ngannou favourite, maybe minus 200. Maybe like 150, 160 in Overeem. Could be wrong. See, I was like, I really thought Ricardo Ramos was going to be an underdog in this card, and he turned into be a minus 200 favourite. So people were obviously seeing things before me. Like that's the one fight I would definitely change if I had the opportunity. Would be Ramos, because I do like Ramos as a potential. I like his potential, but yeah, there's so many good fights. That the next pay per view is stacked as well. I can't wait for Eddie Alvarez and Justin Gaethje. What a great fight! Do you ever take astrology into account? No, I never. I would never do something like that. Astrology is not going to help you throw punches and kicks and get takedowns. So yeah. How was Randy Brown an underdog? Why did so? So yeah. Pets v Pori. I'm not going to say anything because I have my picks. If you watched the one earlier in the week, I was a little bit on one guy, and it may have changed. So you maybe have to keep an eye on. You maybe need to keep an eye on that video just to see who I pick. It's a tough fight. I'm a fan of both guys, huge fan of both guys. So listen to Craig. Craig seems to pick main events better than I do. So I think I've lost like 5 main events in a row. Ain't good. ain't good. Right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. It's now 5:30 a.m. I just thought I'd come on and say hello and see what's up, just to try and get some of these post-fight jitters out the road. Craziness that went down. So keep an eye out for the video. We're 18 away from hitting 1,500 subscribers, which is awesome. Appreciate all the new people that are coming on. Hopefully we'll see some of them in here talking. And yeah, what a crazy night. We need more cards like this. This is what 2017's been missing, is a blockbuster card with major ass shocks, new champions, things getting rustled up. So yeah, appreciate all you guys for coming and saying hello and seeing what's up. And I'll be back very, very soon. In fact, next week I will do. When am I back home? I think I'm back home Thursday or Friday. I will do another one of these, talking DraftKings or picks and stuff. It'll be really late again, because I always do them really late. I'm up late. So, and I'll maybe do one after next week's fights as well, if you guys are up for that. So, yeah, take care. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care and enjoy the run up to next week's card. Take care.